Auntie, my sister, what does the word foreign mean to you? Let's discuss doch. Foreign is something that is not of this land. Something that came here. It's not from here. Which black person is not from Africa? The only foreigners who are in Africa are not black. They are this color. And you have given them your land. You have given them more rights over your land than you have. You have given them more freedom in your land than your people have. Umlungu can come and go as they please in any country in Africa. You cannot. When I'm Africa, you cannot. Umlungu can use any resource, any mineral, anything they please in your land. They would kill you before they let you do that. When I'm Domnyama. The real foreigners came to our land. They invaded our land. They conquered us. And they made us believe that we are the foreigners in our own land. In our homes, we are foreign. How stupid are we? And we continue to oppress each other, to enforce the very system that has broken us as abantu abamnyama. How stupid are we?
Operation Dudula is playing with your life. Chasing away undocumented immigrants from our hospitals and clinics is going to backfire very badly. Operation Dudula is manufacturing South Africa's next pandemic, and nobody is stopping them. You don't have to be a genius to see where this is going. When you block people from getting treated for infectious diseases such as TB, HIV, or COVID, these diseases will spread in your community. These people are not going to leave the country just because you prevented them from accessing our hospitals. They will stay, and a lot of them live right next door to you. So when they get sick from a new disease, guess who's going to catch it next? Our townships are going to become breeding grounds for diseases which are resistant to antibiotics. These are illnesses we won't be able to treat with regular medication. The township will be filled with sick, untreated people with contagious diseases. Operation Dudula is going to turn the most densely populated places in South Africa into biohazards. The next deadly disease is not going to come from China. It's going to come from Soweto, Deep Sloot, or Tembisa. Because some of you thought that kicking out sick people from our hospitals was a smart idea. This is not xenophobia anymore. What Operation Dudula is doing should be classified as biological terrorism. So when the next outbreak begins, don't act confused. Don't look for someone to scapegoat. Just look in the mirror and say, thank you, Dudula. You gave us this disease. You wanted to see undocumented immigrants suffer? Well, congratulations. Now we're all going to suffer. And I hope it was worth it.
And when it comes to Operation Dudula, why aren't you Dudularing the Europeans in Western Cape that are having a party, that are driving the cost of living? Do you get what I'm saying? Why isn't there Operation Dudula in the Western Cape? No, like, I'm actually asking, like, genuinely, someone give me an answer, because this is not even like, it's giving anti-black. It's giving internalized racism. It's giving, let me be the white man's lapdog. You know, so when the white men do what they did to our ancestors, when they start migrating more up, they don't find a lot of us anymore. And they already find us kicking each other out. Hey.
Dumela ma South Africa, dumela ma South Africa, le ma Africa kaofela. E re ke lo botse mara ba go hae. E re ke lo botse. A rataneng ka borena, please. Let's love each other as Africans. We can't be hated by the Western rawara tlhoena ka borena. No, it's totally wrong, this thing. E re go botse. This thing e Dudula yirang ke self-hate. It's a self-hate. Those people ba bola ke ditlala go bona. So they are trying something so long or as ba benefit ka selo. Ka khopela just imagine motho a tswa fru aya strateng a uthibella batho go dipetlele go dikolongwe a ntsore ba boele hae a batlisa ko ena mo samathomo a batlisa ko ena mo na these people ka barata I bile a go fitla o ka ya go nna sa di feelings salene ke na le makhiaga my front opposite from Mozambique and I told him straight, God, whoever or anyone a got to motor, hey, well, hi, give Mulis or Ampos, and I'm gonna deal with him myself. And then I've made a promise or here Mogan Nammo, Momabupan, Henkar Gatlining or somewhere, Kakopan Chilata do Dolati, Bambut Sakai Titak, mark my weight. Omweno go mufam mai. 100% sure. Go mufam mai. Kam ho bisaga mutiti mofat. Akenya go lofor. Ako entertain na chiaza do dolan. I'm an African, Garatama African people, Nigeria, Zimbabwe, Tanzania, Malawi, wherever, as long as an African, born a camarada. Those are foreigners who are crime. It's wrong, and what sorry when then a true dealer about. But wanna get criminals, and crime and true dealer is crime. I don't deal crime because of all legal Nigeria or South Africa. No, it's totally wrong, this thing, you South Africans. Please, Lilina, my African brothers, we are behind your total support. Ali one thing for the you must be aware of that. You are not alone. Retain Renama South Africans, we're gonna protect you. I wanna Dudula Tachang. I swear, I think we are one here. Dudula ya hafa, lebatunyana batimbao, ya hafa.
When I said that borders were not meant to keep people out, but they were made to keep people in, to trap you in, to control you, I was not talking about physically. I was not only talking about physically, but I was also talking about mentally. Because why every time when we speak about open border policy or African unity, it's someone in my comments saying, oh, so you want African unity in South Africa? You want people to come to South Africa? If you open the borders, everyone is going to come here. Have you thought about going out of South Africa? Why does that not cross your mind ever? That you can actually go outside of South Africa. You can actually expand your businesses to other African countries. Africa is ripe for development, and instead of waiting for the Chinese to come help us develop, waiting for the Europeans, waiting for the Americans to come help us develop, why don't we branch out to go develop African countries? We have the skill sets and we have the capital. Why aren't you thinking, where are the South African entrepreneurs? Because this is what we're talking about when we say open border policy. We're talking in terms of business. Why aren't you thinking about how this could benefit you? Why aren't you thinking about business ideas? Why aren't you reading up on the laws of other African countries and how you can start your own business there? I mean, a lady was here, a Nigerian lady was here not too long ago telling us that in Nigeria, insurance is not the norm. They don't have a lot of that. And in South Africa, we have those galore. Why aren't people branching out? Such a huge population in Nigeria. That is a huge business idea. Why aren't we branching out? You're keeping yourself trapped. It's not only physically, it's even mentally, that you cannot fathom a reality where you can go outside of South Africa and succeed. People are always willing to go to China to go be teachers or start businesses in China, to go to Europe to distribute their skills there, go to Cuba, go there and there. But Africa is right here. Africa should be our playground. All of us. But you're thinking about people coming in only.
Imagine solving crime to cause more crime. Dudula and illegal immigrants. Dudula is saying we are pushing illegal immigrants out of our country because they are the ones who cause most of the crime in South Africa. Statistics don't prove it anyway. But when they are doing this, they don't follow the legal measures. There's the law in place. There's the constitution. They are not saying anything about the constitution. They're even proud to say that we are taking the matters in our hands because we don't see the law taking action. We know that it is illegal to ask people to submit their identity documents to us, but we are doing it anyway because we don't see the law taking action. And you are doing all these things on the basis of fighting crime, while we are actually increasing crime. So tell me, what's the difference between somebody who is an illegal immigrant and somebody who is fighting illegal immigration through committing crime?